on the job. With my crew coming through, what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Murder beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason.
What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Murder beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Honey, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
Here we go! 50, plant.
56. Ricky. Shit.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go. Check three.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
56. Mike.
Ready?
Back to throw.
What we got?
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
He's coming.
Look, squeeze. Yep.
He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. 56.
Go.
Check 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
57.
Hey, Wahoo!
57.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Returning, it's Benjamin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a carry from Mack, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he is all the way up past the 25. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now the 4th-year man from Utah, Devontae Booker. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. From the 45 on second down. Murray, that's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, it's Mack. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
Now this time Murray to throw it. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Banjo, 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 banjo. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Hey, Sam on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Mike 57.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Going to take a shot for Gallup. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Murray has it stripped. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Benjamin's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
This one caught by Ridley. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He's looking for Ridley again, but it'll be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He's looking for Ridley again. Third down here.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 23 yards the pickup there. Murray now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's first and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I got you. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Murray with a third and long. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Murray trying again after the pick 6. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up.
And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Booker. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. Booker coughs it up, and the Redskins scoop it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. I was going to let this go for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
A gain of 32 that time. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 20.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 51.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Murray's pass, intended for Tyrell Williams, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
54. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And here we go on 4th down with Murray. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Murray now to throw.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. 11 yards and a Panther first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 22-yard line. Murray now on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hunter Renfrow with his first career NFL touchdown. And it's for pride now, but the Panthers do get a bit closer. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, what?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. They'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Dante Hightower on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Running again, and again it's Booker. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Get ready.
1st down, Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
Murray to air it out again. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Panthers 14.